What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Travel and Talk. Welcome back to My Twisted Life and TV. This is Travel and Talk. Lord Jesus, this is Travel and Talk Thursday. Thursday, y'all. Because Tuesday, I was on my ass. At the crib. In bed. All day. With a pinched nerve in my neck. Back strain. I need an eyeball. Okay, so I'm just gonna tell y'all about my life right now. I'm a bit giddy this morning after going through some shit, and some emotional turmoils and stuff. Am I gonna be late today? I think I'm gonna be late. I don't have my right lip color. I got on black and red, and I'm gonna put this damn blue on my lips, but this Fenty been missing forever. Pow! I'm rocking it anyway. Put a light little tint on my lip. Light little tint, and it looked like it fit. It looked like it matched, like it belonged. I think I wanna go. I don't want to do by doing the toll road. I owe the toll road people so much doggone money because I've been doing this toll road and I ain't been paying. I've been flying through the easy pass thing because I ain't got no change on me, right? And the easy pass, they send you a bill in the mail. They do it by your plates. But I was getting like the easy pass like bill, like, hey, you owe money. But I think I got an easy pass ticket the other day. I need to look at that crap. So, let me tell y'all what's been happening. That's all I'm going to talk about this time is just my family bonds. Y'all know I got strained type of relationship. Is he finna get him? This will be the first time I seen the police pull somebody over for traffic. Is he finna get that man? He must be running his plates. He let him whip this U right in front of him. Now he finna hop on the toll road, and the police finna hop on the toll road right behind him, but the police ain't put the lights on him yet. What you doing, sir? If you gonna get him, get him. Because the way that cop whipped around on that dude, he ain't put the lights on him yet. He must have ran his place and realized that he ain't worth pulling over. I'll be one of the people that be worth pulling over. I done got pulled over so much. I done had so many doggone arrests. I'd be one of the ones that get pulled over. They look at me like, this bitch right here, she got something on her. I know it ain't, this ain't why I'm pulling her over, but because of previous history, look out for her. That's what they'd be saying about me running my damn place. Okay, but anyhow, so y'all know 2016 or 17, I did Ancestry DNA with me and my family, me, my mama, my daughter. Our whole intent was for us to find out where our ethnic background starts from in Africa, so we can journey to Africa and visit those places based off of the highest percentages. Okay, as y'all know, if y'all been on this channel for a while, I ain't been to Africa for that purpose yet. Now, I've been to Africa, but that was during the military. You know, I was living in Somalia. I went to Kenya from Somalia. So I've been to Africa, but I haven't been to where my highest percentages of my ethnicity come from, which for me, I believe it was Nigerian was my highest. Who was my next highest? I might be Benin, Togo. I think was my next highest. I can't think of who the third one was, fourth one. I know the fifth one was Ivory Coast, Ghana. I have like 89% African ancestry DNA. Then I have 2% indigenous to the Americas. I had like another 1 or 2% that was like Middle Eastern, which is fucking Africa. I don't know why, who changed the fucking map. And then the rest was European, which I still say that my European is African. I'm telling y'all, because I done went all the way back to 1812 on my my Ancestry DNA with my family tree, I ain't got a white person yet unless they was married into the family. But as far as like direct bloodline, I ain't seen nobody. I don't know where my white ancestry come in at. So, and you know, peoples of the continent, African continent, didn't just stay on Africa. I don't know why people think that the Europeans were the only ones who was out exploring the world. But okay, but that's just me. Until I found a direct link, you know, I'm gonna claim Africa 100%. African descent 100%. But I think of my European, I think my total European was 9%, I believe. It was 8 or 9%. And majority of that was from Ireland. I think I had like a small percentage that was from the UK. And then the rest of it, I think by Ireland, of my 9% European, if I'm mistaken, I don't remember the numbers exactly anymore. I believe I had 6% Ireland, 1% UK, and then the other 2% was like around the Spanish area. I believe that was right. It has Ancestry Updates yearly. Ancestry Updates yearly. But let me get to my point. So I've been meeting relatives through Ancestry DNA. If you say you my first, second, third, if you say you my 12th cousin, we family. You know how I do her. If you tell me you from St. Louis, motherfucker, you my cousin. That's how I do. But and now anybody that's on her to say they from Nigeria, I'd be like, Niger. I don't even know where they come from. I just hear people saying it. You my cousin. That's how I've been claiming people. But as far as Ancestry DNA is concerned, I've actually had some DNA matches. 11,606 to be exact. 11,000 of my bloodline is out here in the United States, connected through Ancestry DNA. These motherfuckers need to pay me for a commercial, damn it. They need to pay me. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all know a few years ago, after I did my Ancestry DNA, I had a cousin down in Texas reach out to me, and he kept telling me he was kin to my Davis line. I was like, nah, bro, I don't know you like that. You did that out of this, out of that. Come to find out he's kin to my mother's grandmother's side, not my Davis side. Davis is the grandfather. There's somebody behind me is swerving. That's why I'm like paying attention right now. Get off your phone, bro. Oh, you swerving too? Okay, so, and I know I just gave y'all my last name. I don't even care. So actually I didn't give y'all my last name. I gave you my bloodline last name. That's what I gave y'all. Okay, so you know how you go to a family reunion, you got the Brown and the Jacksons in it. Yeah, I gave y'all my bloodline last name. So anywho, so we met him. We drove down to Texas. Cause I already got family down in Texas. So my family down in Texas and my cousin down in Texas and me, my mama, we all rode over and met him and his family. And we are like this, y'all. We so motherfucking cool. We so tight. We only met that one time face to face, but it was like we knew each other for life. And now when we went to go meet him, we came in with my mama and my cousin. They both had their stun guns just in case anything popped off. I'm letting you know that right now. But they were so motherfucking cool and so connected, and we've talked to them all the time. I just got off the phone with him last night, you know, just communicating with him. Then I had some another family member of mine reach out that we have not stayed connected, and probably with good reason. That connection is not through choice. That connection is through a rape, and the person who was raped, the person who committed the rape, their relatives are now connected through me, through Ancestry. And yeah, so that's how we found out that the person who committed the violation is long gone dead. Matter of fact, all of this guy's uncles had passed on. He was like the one trying to connect all the family tree and everything. That's how he found me. Okay, so that was that one. And it wasn't an odd situation. Like, it was still a comfortable meeting. We were able to connect how the people even knew of each other, you know, something like that. So we was able to do that. His wife thought that I was trying to get something from them, as if, like, you know, there was some type of reward to be had by connecting with them. I'm like, your husband reached out to me, man. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, so we haven't spoke to them. Me or my mom haven't spoke to them since. Well, I think I reached out maybe like one time after Christmas or what have you. Okay. So now I had another guy. I'm just telling you some of my Ancestry DNA funnies. I had a few people reach out to me saying they relate to me, and they was related to Keena. They are connected through her dad, right? Now, mind you, when Keena was younger, Keena's daddy never had a question about who he was her daddy, this, that, and the third. Around the time he got about 5, her brother's mom got back with him, and she started trying to convince him that Keena wasn't his. Right, okay. So then it became that whole big situation with whether I'm her daddy or not type situation, right? Well, Keena's brother took the Ancestry DNA recently, evidently, because all of a sudden he just popped up connected to her as her brother on Ancestry DNA. So I'm like, hey, take that to your daddy. Bam, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it never really was a question at first until that dude's mama got involved in the situation, because she was trying to control the relationship. She was trying to make sure that her daddy wouldn't be around Keena. But anywho, so now that's connected. So if there's any doubt in anybody's mind on that side of the family, Keena grandmama in particular, the DNA proof is there that y'all can see through Ancestry. Go look it up. Family trees connected like a motherfucker over on that side of the line. So a lot of the people that reached out to me was kin to Keena. Okay, bam. Had another dude from the Medlock side of the family, right? Now, Medlock, remember my grandfather that I told y'all about that I was looking for in LA? And then when I got to LA, I found out that he had passed away. So 2 years of searching for my granddaddy. He was my step-grandfather, but I still call him my granddaddy. 2 years of searching for him just to find out he had passed away. Well, after that, another Medlock, which is his last name, reached out to me on Ancestry and said, hey, you my cousin. Now, because I added my granddaddy to my family tree on one of the branches, all of his information starts to connect as well. It connects under the fact that he's my step-grandfather, but it still connects, so his family members pull in. So I'm like, no, I'm not kin to him by blood. It's my step-granddaddy, but, you know, he was still married to my grandmother when he passed away, or when she passed away, you know, so that's how we connected, right? And he was like, no, I'm kin to the Davis side. And I was like, no, bro, no, you're not. You're kin to the Medlock side, my step-grandfather, right? But then when I looked at Ancestry DNA, it said that me and this dude have a blood connection. I'm like, so what the fuck, right? So I look it up, right? Come to find out, my step-grandfather, his name is Marcus, him and this young man, my step-grandfather, Marcus, his daddy is this young man's grandfather. So I'm like, bruh, you kin to my step-grandfather, right? But upon further research, once I found out that we had a blood connection, come to find out, he is kin to my Davis side. Apparently, my grandmother married 2 men who actually were related. Now, the funny thing about it was they didn't know each other. They got married years apart after my grandmama divorced my grandfather. My step-grandfather was born and raised in LA. My grandmama didn't move to LA till she was 14. You know, so I'm like, how the fuck is, you know, my Davis is, baby, that dude is kin to me. My grandmama married cousins. She just didn't know it. They all dead and gone right now. And she didn't have any children with my step-grandfather, so, you know, wasn't no more, you know, mixations of the DNAs, but she ended up married cousins, y'all. Fucked me up when I saw that. Okay. So, on my grandmama's side, it's my grandmama's side, my great-grandmother, her bloodline that's like I said, I was able to trace back to 1813 on that, to a dude named King Caesar. That was his name, y'all, King Caesar. If y'all know of a King Caesar in y'all family, y'all probably my motherfucking cousin. King Caesar, I think, was trying to escape slavery, but may have got caught, but they said that he ended up in Florida, where I'm at right now. So I've been trying to figure out how to trace King Caesar in Florida. I haven't been able to officially get a grasp on how I'm supposed to do that, but I need to find out where King Caesar rested his head. As far as I know, when I looked at it, he's up by Tallahassee. That's where his gravesite is at. So I'm gonna have to research King Caesar a little bit more. If y'all don't use Ancestry DNA for nothing else, man, just building these family relationships with people is trippy as fuck. Or like I said, if you're gonna do it for the reason I was gonna do it, just to find out who your where your ethnicity generates from. Ancestry, 23andMe, the African ancestry. I want to do the African ancestry because it's supposed to break it down to actual tribes in Africa. That's what I really want to do. It just costs so fucking much. I want to say that DNA test is like $300. With Ancestry DNA, I only paid like $69, and I got a coupon code if y'all want to use my coupon code, and y'all can get a discount off too if y'all want to do it. Fine. So King Caesar, we was off King Caesar. So back to the most recent situation. Now, I had a cousin recently passed away last year. This cousin, okay, so my mom's dad and this cousin's mom are sister and brothers. Okay? So, the cousin, I'm gonna call her BJ. She passed away last year. I got contacted by a lady that lives in Detroit. That bitch looks like her twin. When I saw the picture, I damn near screamed. I was like, the scream got caught in my throat. It wouldn't come out. It was that. I was like, I screenshotted the picture and ran down to my mama like, hey mama, who does this look like to you? Who does this look like to you? At first she was like, I don't know. I said, she don't look like BJ to you. And she was like, oh my gosh, she does. Just full her in the face, because BJ was a slender woman. So this lady has a little bit of weight on her, but not much. She's not big. She just got a fuller face. This woman looks just like her. And the bloodline connection is through my mom and you know what I'm saying? So I was like, well, from what I can see, just based off of what your face looked like, you look just like my cousin. And it says that she's my first cousin or second cousin. So that means she has to be the child of my grandfather, my mama's grandfather or grandmother. And we know that my grandmama didn't have any more kids. So I'm like, who you? So I said, okay, you must be kin to my great-grandfather. I don't know anything about him other than his first name, his first and last name. Well, I also knew that he was an abusive man. He had a lot of moles. I remember that. My great-grandma told me about that. And she left him because he was abusive and came to St. Louis, right? So I was like, do you by chance know who? She told me who her mom was. I was like, I don't know that lady. That name don't ring a bell. And I asked my mom, and she said, it don't ring a bell. I said, do you by chance know who your father was? I don't know my great-grandfather, and this was his name. Child, my great-grandfather was her grandmother's husband. So she's like in my mom's age generation, which makes, you know. Now my mom was like, and so she said that growing up, she thought that her step-grandfather was her real grandfather. He was abusive. My great-grandfather was abusive to her mom, her grandmother as well. And she left him and married another man prior to my mother being born. And she was like, I always wondered what this man looked like, right? And I said, he looked like you. He got to, because you look like the spitting image of my granddaddy, my auntie, my cousins. You look like, I think I look like them a tad bit. I have a slight variation. I must have picked up some genes from who my real daddy is too. But y'all, this woman looked just like, she said it was her grandfather. He was her grandfather. But she didn't know who he was until her mama died in 2010. That's when her mama died. And she found his death certificate in her mama's Bible. So since then, she's been able to research him. She got his parents' name. It was on the death certificate. And through her Ancestry DNA connection, another lady reached out to her saying, hey, I see we connected, and they figured they talked about it. The other lady, my great-grandfather, his, kind of found out he has a brother. And his brother is the other lady's grandfather. So you got 3 grandchildren, right? You got my mama as the grandchild, the lady who's up in Detroit is a grandchild, and then this other lady who's the grandchild of the brother. Child, the other lady. So since she's the grandfather, that would make him my uncle still, because he's my great-grandfather's brother. He's my uncle. Her grandfather is my uncle, my great-uncle. This lady lived here in Orlando, y'all. In fucking Orlando. You know I reached out. You know I reached out. I'm like, I told her, I say, sis, look here. I know we're going through a whole motherfucking pandemic right now. I know. Florida is a hot spot for the C-19. I know. But by the grace of God, baby, we gonna meet. Because I'm really, 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 really trying to connect that bloodline, that Davis bloodline that we're lacking. Like I said, I'm able to find the Hinkles. I'm able to find the Spears. I'm able to find the Metlocks. I'm able to find the Bodies. I'm able to find the Grooms. King Caesar was part of the Grooms. But Davis, we were stuck at my great-grandfather's name. That's all we knew about him. And now I got his parents. I got his brother. I got a cousin that's right here in Orlando with me. Y'all, I'm giddy. I'm giddy as a motherfucker. I'm like really fucking excited. I hope she reaches back to me and is willing to, like, I don't know, even if we just talk on the phone, Skype, or whatever the fuck we got to do, I'm willing to do that. Because I'm like, I really love making these connections with people. I'm so surprised ain't none of y'all on YouTube, my damn family members, for real. Like, y'all know Just Be Real is my real blood cousin. That's my real blood cousin. Y'all know Miss Hazy. That's my real blood cousin. Who else is on here that I know for certain? My mama, Keena. Y'all know those are my real family members. I don't think any of my other blood relatives watch my channel. My cousin Heidi, I think she watched my channel. My niecey Pooh, she watches my channel. But other than that, anybody else that y'all hear me saying cousin to, I claimed them. they my claim cousins for whatever reason. But I know a couple people took the ancestry test, but I have never. Y'all know my face. I don't know all of y'all faces, but y'all know my face, and my face is big as day on Ancestry. So I'm surprised out of the 11,606 people that I'm connected to, that not one of my YouTube subscribers is one of them people. That would be fucking the bomb. It would be so interesting for me to, like, y'all just don't understand. Y'all just don't. That whatever fucked up mood I'm in, which I just realized, god dang on me, it's Shark Week and I forgot to bring extra. Damn. Okay. But yeah, I'm just excited about this. I hope she reached back out. When I saw some motherfucker was in Orlando, first I was like, where the hell is Orange? Because it kept saying Orange, Florida. I was like, Orange. But no, when I click on it, it said Orange County. I said, that's Orlando. And then Orlando was right there. I said, oh yeah. I don't know if I'm going to make her morning this morning. Maybe I'm going to scare the fuck out of her. I'm not a scary person like that, because I know a lot of people like, I can't believe that you actually meet people. Yes, child, I'm meeting people. I'm meeting people. And I stay ready. I stay fucking ready. Bitch, trust me, I stay ready. You want to pop? We can pop, motherfucker. We can pop. I'm trying not to pop, though. I'm getting too old to be popping off on people. You know, I already told you I got neck strain and back problems. I don't need be popping off on people for real. But it's interesting, like, I want to figure out some kind of way. I don't know how to trace my indigenous line at all. I do have, back in the day, they were trying to log tribes. And I know that a lot of enslaved people blended in with tribes, either for protection or were enslaved by the tribes themselves as well, and they were counted as part of the tribe because of that, and listed as property. So I was gonna sit here one day and go through the entire 400-page log of all the indigenous people who were logged by the Census Bureau back when they did, I forgot which treaty it was, and see if I saw any names that I recognized. It's 400 pages, y'all. Because of my Ancestry DNA membership, I had access to these files, these documents, and I downloaded them on my system. 400 pages of names and what tribe it was with, and just to see if I could find any name. Now the problem with a lot of these connections, sometimes because when white people was out doing the census takes back in the day, they didn't give a fuck about black people for real. They didn't give a fuck about how you spelled your name or how you thought you spelled your name or what the name of your kids was for real. So sometimes them bitches couldn't spell. You know, reading, writing, and arithmetic wasn't exactly common for some white folks either. They may thought they had it and they still was fucked up, you know. So like my aunt, my great grandmother Lula, her name is Lula on some census bureaus, L-U-L-A, and then they put Lula, L-O-O-L-A on some of them. So you got to really look at how the other family members and the other connections and the other locations and addresses to find out if this is the one that you are talking about. This is the specific one that you are looking for. So that may be kind of hard when you're looking at indigenous tribes. But if I can find which tribe I'm supposed to be connected to, I'm not even sure if it's a tribe here in the United States, in these here current day United States, because the way that they do the indigenous peoples map, that is North America, Central, and South America. It's all three of those Americas combined as far as the indigenous roots, and they don't pinpoint specifically exactly where it's from. I told y'all before though, when I went to Puerto Rico, I met this young girl on the street who looked just like my cousins. Matter of fact, the cousins that I'm talking about right now, who this lady looked just like her, she looked like the only difference between her and my cousin Isha was she had that long, thick, black hair that you see on most Indian peoples. And I'm speaking of Indian from the country, India. That long, thick ass hair, that's how her hair looked. But she, in the face, was my cousin. She matched me skin tone wise. Baby. Hold on, turn this corner real quick. I'm at work already. Damn. Yeah, y'all up. Alright, let me get off here because I'm at work already. But yeah, so I don't know if I'm from, and so she kept trying to tell me that I was Taino, which I know is something down in Puerto Rico. Hold on real quick. I realized I came too far into my job's parking lot, so I'm gonna end this video. This is Traveling Talk Tuesday, y'all. I'm just talking about my Ancestry DNA. I'll talk to y'all later on.